Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over some more bullish developments that happened for Chainlink over the past week or so. Now, this week we're doing Chainlink Week on the channel, where every single day of the week we're doing a video on one development or a couple of developments that happened from the Chainlink Smartcon this week. Of course, if you want to see the future developments, remember to subscribe to the channel and you'll see all of the videos surrounding Chainlink that are posted on the channel. Also, remember nothing in this video is financial advice and you should always do your own research. We are going to specifically cover some of the bullish developments for Chainlink that happened in day 2 of the Smartcon, and this is because we already did day 1 and you can see those videos in the description below. So let's get into what happened in day 2 of Smartcon, and I can tell you it was very bullish for Chainlink. There was a collaboration with Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services and Marsh Global, one of the biggest insurance companies in the entire world. So what exactly happened? Well, the first development is that Chainlink is going to be collaborating with Google Cloud. Now, this collaboration started in 2019, however, Google Cloud are bringing a range of new services to Chainlink. Essentially, what Google Cloud are doing is they're bringing Chainlink even more weather data. NOAA data is going to be hosted on Google Cloud and it will be directly accessible through Chainlink. This means smart contract developers on Chainlink will be able to use this weather data from NOAA. Now, if you don't know what NOAA is, I didn't either, and essentially it's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So this is one of the bigger administrations in the world, and it has a range of different weather data which can be used on Chainlink. So, why would smart contract developers want weather data? Well, Sergey Nazarov himself says the reason weather data is important is because it powers decentralized insurance around weather. So essentially this can power decentralized crop insurance and a range of other insurance products that rely on the weather data. So they rely on the blockchain knowing what's happening in the air, essentially for the insurance products to work. And Sergey Nazarov and a lot of insurance institutions are very bullish on insurance products, and right now it's very difficult to actually have proper crop insurance, and decentralized crop insurance does seem the way of the future for this. So this is definitely a big development for Chainlink, and it's essentially partnering with Google to get more and more data onto their blockchain. Now, the next big Smartcon development was that essentially Chainlink is also partnering with Amazon Web Services. Now, Amazon Web Services is very similar to Google Cloud, however it's run by Amazon, whereas Google Cloud is run by Google. Essentially, the development was relatively big here, and what Chainlink are doing is they're making it so you can easily run a node on Amazon Web Services. This is called a quick start, and it's essentially just a one-click solution on AWS, and you can fully operate and run a Chainlink node, which makes it way easier to run Chainlink nodes, and it's a pretty bullish and good development. It also shows that Chainlink is working in close collaboration with Amazon Web Services, and I do see a lot more bullish developments coming out of this partnership into the future. So, as we can see, global enterprises are moving on-chain. Right now, Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, and Swisscom are all Chainlink nodes and Chainlink data providers. They've all partnered with Chainlink, and this is very bullish for Chainlink in the future. However, these institutions are using Chainlink, and they are providing data to Chainlink, but they just really aren't using smart contracts and Chainlink oracles that much just yet. These partnerships are definitely big, but I can see them getting a lot bigger. I can see Amazon using smart contracts heaps going into the future, and Google also doing this. They're not yet currently doing this, and it's great to see that Chainlink Labs are actually partnering with these huge companies, and I do think that will mean eventually with these strong partnerships with Chainlink that Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud will really start using smart contracts, and a lot more bullish developments are to come from this. Currently, they are providing quite a bit of value to the Chainlink ecosystem, but I do believe they could provide much more value, and I do think that is going to come down the line for Chainlink. So, the next big thing that happened in Chainlink Smartcon is that Chainlink is going to be partnering with Marsh Global, and Marsh Global is the world's largest insurance broker. This is massive for Chainlink and very great to see. Marsh Global essentially offer parametric insurance, and they want to partner with Chainlink Labs to power parametric insurance smart contracts that settle based on Chainlink Oracle data. Now, parametric insurance is essentially just non-traditional insurance. This is essentially just if a really random event happens and there needs to be specific payouts based on this event. These are more frequent in developing economies, and they can be stuff like agricultural insurance. Obviously, we already have touched on agricultural and crop insurance earlier in this video. Now, as you can see, just to show you how big Marsh Global is, their stock price has gone parabolic, and they have a market capitalization of $77 billion, which shows they really are a huge company right now. And $77 billion is pretty massive for an only insurance company, that is for sure. There was a bit of a discussion between the CEO of Marsh Global and somebody on the Chainlink team. The CEO of Marsh Global was asked, "Why are you working with Chainlink?" And the CEO essentially said, Chainlink is the leader in the space. They have the expertise and access to the third-party sources of a wide range of sources, secure data delivery, and more. So he essentially said that he does see Chainlink as the Oracle leader by a mile and has the access to the most data right now. Tom then goes on to say, Marsh models the risk, but we need a partner like Chainlink to get to a stage where these contracts are hosted on a blockchain. It's also reputation. Everyone is familiar with Chainlink in the insurance world, the name plus technology. So, Tom was essentially saying that the insurance world are all familiar with Chainlink, and this makes me think that Chainlink is definitely going to disrupt the insurance space, and smart contracts will be a big disruptor in the insurance space in the short to medium term. And it's great to see that all of the big insurance companies know about the blockchain, and they do want to leverage the power of cryptocurrencies going into the future. So, why would parametric insurance need Chainlink? Well, obviously, parametric insurance needs a lot of data. This is issuing out payments based on totally random events that could happen anywhere, and of course, this is going to need a range of data from all around the world. Moreover, Marsh Global essentially want to use smart contracts to settle payments based on Chainlink Oracle data. When an event happens, Chainlink Oracle data will pick that up, and a payment will be able to be settled through the smart contract. What this will benefit to Marsh Global is it will reduce costs for them, as they won't need to keep track of everything. Instead, Chainlink Oracle data can do this, and smart contracts will do this, reducing the amount of middlemen costs and all of the things they'll need to do to keep track of it. The next good thing is that all of this data will be publicly stored and publicly verifiable on the blockchain, which will make it a lot easier for Marsh Global to store data. So they essentially want to use the power of smart contracts and the power of Chainlink Oracle data to settle all of these different events that will randomly trigger. And this is very good for a parametric insurance company, and they are saying they're going to be using Chainlink. Of course, since this is the biggest insurance company in the world, this makes me very, very bullish, and this insurance company will be needing to buy Chainlink to essentially pay for Link node operators, which should push up the price over the long term, and it's a massive fundamental development for Chainlink that I am very, very bullish on. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about in today's video is Chainlink and Filecoin are essentially partnering up with each other to make hybrid smart contracts even better. Now, this partnership can get a little bit confusing, but I'll try and explain it as simply as possible. Filecoin and Chainlink are partnering together. Filecoin is a cryptocurrency that specializes in decentralized data storage and cryptographic proofs. Now, Chainlink is partnering with Filecoin to create hybrid smart contracts. Hybrid smart contracts are a way of making smart contracts faster and cheaper to use. So, in this example, let's use the Ethereum network. Now, Ethereum can be a little bit slow and a bit expensive to use. So, hybrid smart contracts will help this out. And what a hybrid smart contract will do is it will essentially take some of the computation off-chain, compute it somewhere else, and then settle the transaction back on-chain. So, all they'll do is the Ethereum network will start a smart contract. Chainlink will then go and compute that off-chain and then settle the transaction back on-chain. As a result, this means Ethereum needs to do less of the computation, and it means the smart contract will be a bit faster and a little bit cheaper. Now, the problem arises is Ethereum needs a proof that the computation has been done off-chain. Ethereum says, hey, you need to prove to me that this smart contract was actually computed off-chain before I settle it on-chain. And what Filecoin will do is Filecoin will get all of the computation data and they'll store it into one small cryptographic proof, and they'll post this cryptographic proof to Ethereum. As a result, the Ethereum network will see this cryptographic proof from Filecoin and they'll realize it's happened, and then they will execute the smart contract. So all that's happened is Chainlink has partnered with Filecoin to make their hybrid smart contracts work, and this does look very great for the future. Essentially, that's the end of all of the bullish developments that happened in Smartcon for day 2. These are the 4 most bullish things that I thought happened in Smartcon, and I am looking forward to seeing what Chainlink can do in the future. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching the content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.